Division rivals will clash in the NFC South. It's the Saints and the Bucs, and it comes your way next.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here come the Saints for their opening drive. Commanding this unit will be the 6'2 quarterback out of BYU. It's Taysom Hill.
Remember when we used to talk about players being slash-type players? That's because they play so many different positions. Taysom Hill is a quarterback slash receiver slash running back slash special teams guy. You name it, he's able to do it. But many also think that he can be a full-time starting quarterback in the NFL.
And his first pass is incomplete. Second and 10. Now it's Hill. Now he's flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Let's go, let's go.
First down, Saints.
Don't stop that motor. Let's go. That's where we are. Good shot, good shot. Keep going.
Hill looks to throw. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on second down. Hill. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Hill. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Hill now to throw to the right side and complete to Thomas. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. First try on offense for the Bucs and their veteran quarterback, Tom Brady. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. Throwing to start the drive. Brady. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw on target to Godwin here.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I tell you from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's eye view of that throw, and it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air according to Next Gen Stats. Wow.
On play action, now Brady. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 7-0. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. First down. And he's got this one complete to Callaway.
It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Hill. That's taken in by Callaway. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
I'm ready to take off, baby. Stang, don't.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Well, on first down, they run with Kamara. He'll take it forward for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bucs 47-yard line.
Let's go.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Oh, he bowls over him. And a nice run there, going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 42. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Powers through it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
We playing to win.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Hill. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Ingram. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A 10-play drive that time, and the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, there it is, partner. Brady to Gronk, their first connection of the game.
You think those two often in sync?
I don't think there's any question about it. And look, we know Gronk has a whole lot of fun, but he's deadly serious about his football, as is Tom Brady. 2 great competitors, 2 fantastic players.
On 1st down, Brady. And that is incomplete here.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Brady to throw. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
All right, say it with me now. There are a lot of different words we come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty?
Yep. Wiley?
Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names?
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch.
That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blower out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Extra point up and good by Succa. And that makes the score 14-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's all finished up with a touchdown by Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Saints again ready to go on offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Hill. Flushed out right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. Steps away to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Here's Hill. And this is caught off a deflection. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And during the course of any game, you'll see tip passes. But how often do we actually see the running back come up and end up making the play?
Well, shifty fella getting in there and grabbing it.
Yeah, you know, they always talk about how running backs have a nose for the end zone. They have a nose for the ball, too. They want it in their hands at all times.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Hill. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Hill. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hill being chased out left. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Out is Lutz now for the New Orleans field goal attempt. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good.
And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with a... All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
Here we go, baby.
Alpha. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Now they'll throw with Brady. This is caught by Evans. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Brady. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa.
Shotgun now for Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now Brady again. Complete. It's Johnson.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. It fights him off. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Again, it's Brady. Oh, he stays up.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Well, when you've got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
2nd and 5 now. Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass.
And the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talked about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point put through by Suckham, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara's got the first down and then some as they finally wrangle him in at the 48.
42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Hill now to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And Marquez Callaway, the one he was looking for.
And that'll bring up second down. Here's Kamara off the draw. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half-step slump, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's going to frustrate the coaching staff a little bit as they dialed up the deep shot, but they weren't on the same page on that play. Heck, I don't think they were in the same book. I think he thought he was going to do something else, ends up throwing it over the sidelines. Well incomplete.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold. He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Mike Evans in the Tampa offense about to set up shop.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Here's a give to Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Brady. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got a lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Throwing is Brady on third down. And this is caught by Evans. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. This from 54 yards away. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Hill. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On 1st down, it's Hill. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep and you catch him close to the spot.
He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and it's 3rd and short. From the gun, here's Hill. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Hill. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 28 yards.
And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
Hill looking to throw for it.
Dancing to his left. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Well, I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Now here's Johnson.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady.
Evans has got the first down and then some.
And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Bernard, and he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. To throw is Brady. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Maybe an important 4th quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the posts. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down 21-18. At time, a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Hill now to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well and end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Extra point try now for Succop. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Hill. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Hill. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game, and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Hill. Shakes off the sack. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time on 4th for Hill. Forced out to his left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Let's go, let's go!
And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal. Win all of your home games, split your road.